There was a man who spent his entire life chasing the applause of others. Every decision, every move, was dictated by the haunting question, will they like me? In the beginning, it felt rewarding. The approval of others seemed to give his life meaning. A standing ovation at work, praise from family, likes on his social media posts. But as the years passed, he began to feel trapped. He sacrificed his dreams to meet expectations that weren't his own. He changed his opinions to avoid conflict. He worked tirelessly, not to achieve his goals, but to gain the fleeting approval of others. And one day, as he lay on his deathbed, he realized something tragic. The applause had faded, the crowd had disappeared, and all that remained was regret. The question echoed in his mind. What did it all mean if I never truly lived for myself? This man could be any one of us, because in some way or another, we've all sought validation from our friends, family, colleagues, or even strangers. We crave the fleeting high of a compliment, the sense of belonging that comes from being accepted. But at what cost? What if I told you that chasing approval is the fastest way to lose yourself? The Stoics believed that true freedom, the kind that fills your soul with peace, begins the moment you let go of the need for others' validation. It's not just a philosophy, it's a life-changing shift in perspective. In this video, we're going to uncover why this approval-seeking behavior is a trap, how it steals your peace, and most importantly, how you can free yourself. As you watch, ask yourself, am I living for others, or am I living for myself? If you've ever felt trapped by the need to please others, this is your chance to break free. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you'll have the tools to reclaim your life. Let's begin. Please subscribe if you like my work. 1. The conditioning of approval seeking. Why do we crave approval? From the moment we're born, approval becomes a currency. As children, we're praised for good behavior, achievements, or even just making others smile. Over time, this external validation becomes our compass for self-worth. We learn to equate applause with success and disapproval with failure. But here's the problem. Approval is addictive. The more you get, the more you want. And like any addiction, it comes with a cost. The Stoics emphasized the dichotomy of control, understanding what is within our control and what isn't. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be free, do not concern yourself with things outside your control." Seeking approval is the ultimate surrender of control because you're handing over your self-worth to others. Think about it. A promotion doesn't mean you're successful. It means someone perceived you as successful. Compliments don't mean you're beautiful. They mean someone found you attractive. In today's world, social media has amplified this approval-seeking behavior. Every like, comment, or share acts as a dopamine hit. But the high never lasts. You post again, hoping for more engagement, only to feel crushed when it doesn't come. The Stoics would call this a form of slavery. The chains, your dependence on others' opinions. 2. The high cost of approval seeking. Loss of authenticity. When you chase approval, you start molding yourself to fit others' expectations. Over time, you lose sight of who you truly are. Example: a young artist stops creating original work because generic pieces get more praise. Anxiety and insecurity. The constant need for validation breeds anxiety. You worry about being judged, criticized, or ignored. The Stoics believed that happiness comes from living in alignment with your values, not others' opinions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This means stop measuring success by external metrics. Your worth isn't tied to what others think. Focus on your inner character. True confidence comes from knowing you've acted virtuously. How approval-seeking holds you back. Approval-seeking is a silent thief. It steals your freedom. You become a puppet, dancing to the strings of others' expectations. Potential. You avoid risks, fearing criticism. Peace. Your mind is constantly preoccupied with others' judgments. Consider Socrates, who was sentenced to death for his beliefs. He could have saved himself by seeking the approval of the Athenian court, but he chose to stay true to his philosophy. His legacy endures because he valued truth over popularity. 3. Breaking free from the trap. Step 1. Shift your perspective. Ask yourself, why do I care about their opinion? Does their approval genuinely improve my life? Or is it just an illusion? The Stoics taught that other people's opinions are neither good nor bad. They're neutral. You assign meaning to them. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Step 2. Define your values. Approval-seeking thrives when you lack a clear sense of self. To counter this, define your core values. Ask, what do I stand for? What kind of person do I want to be? When your actions align with your values, external opinions lose their grip on you. Step 3. Practice indifference. The Stoics practiced ataraxia, a state of serene calmness. They learned to remain indifferent to praise and criticism alike. Here's how you can too. Visualize the worst. Imagine receiving harsh criticism. Realize it doesn't define you. Detach from outcomes. Focus on doing your best, not on the applause it may or may not bring. Step 4. Embrace rejection. Rejection is a gift. It teaches you resilience. Instead of fearing it, welcome it as a teacher. Example: J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. If she had sought universal approval, she might have given up. Step 5. Cultivate inner approval. True freedom comes when you value your own opinion above all. Build self-approval by journaling about your achievements, celebrating small wins without waiting for external recognition, reflecting on how far you've come. 4. The freedom of living without approval. What happens when you stop chasing approval? You reclaim your time. You stop wasting energy trying to please everyone. You find authentic relationships. People are drawn to authenticity. By being yourself, you attract those who genuinely appreciate you. You discover true happiness. Happiness is no longer tied to external factors. It comes from within. The Stoic vision of freedom. The Stoics believed that freedom isn't about having no constraints. It's about being unconstrained by things that don't matter. To be independent of the opinions of others is the mark of a wise man. Marcus Aurelius. Think of innovators like Elon Musk or artists like Vincent van Gogh. Their work wasn't driven by approval, but by passion and purpose. The next time you catch yourself seeking approval, pause. Ask yourself, am I acting in line with my values, or am I trying to please someone? Reflect on your answer. And remember, true freedom begins the moment you stop chasing applause. Let go. Be free. We started with a man on his deathbed, filled with regret over chasing approval. Don't let that be your story. The applause will fade, the opinions will change, but your sense of self, your values, your character will remain. In the words of Seneca, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. This is your life. Live it on your terms. Approve of yourself, and the rest will follow. Let's start today. In the comments, share a moment when you broke free from the need for approval. How did it feel? Inspire others with your journey, because together we can learn to live authentically.